the Des Moines. It's building 75 for Shank. I'm standing looking west, so I would be standing on the northeast corner. Compass direction probably isn't completely true, but what I'm calling the runway to be east and west. So I'm by the north run. These haunches, concrete haunches that stick out below the W16 from the center line of the W16, or center line below the riding rail, 11 inches. Just not sure if there'll be any conflict there, so I want to make note of that. 60-pound rail with clips. There is some variance. I made notes, got about 1.25 inches of span variance going down the length of the runway. The end stops are full welded down to the top flange. It's 6 by 20, it's 10 inches tall. The 6.25 dimension is parallel to the rail. What I'm told by the site soup here, by Todd Stark, is that these drain leaders, roof drain leaders, will be, they currently are, and they will be the low point. I'll get dimensions here to confirm that, but there's some ducting that I believe goes along this north wall that will be, he said it was going to be tucked up above, in between the concrete roof beam there, or beams, and the top side of those drain leaders. Oops, nice trip. I'm standing on, there's a little narrow mezzanine on the east end here. I guess I don't know if it'd be called a mezzanine, but area to walk anyway. The good old USCO crane, double girder, full service platform on the west side, excuse me, on the east side. Confuse things. And then on the west side there's about a 10-foot service platform. Can't see it from here, but the R&M hoist, it's an old tub. It's probably maybe like an F series. It's a heavy hoist though, but it's there's suspension pins. I'll probably try to get up in there to get some dimensions, but we could disassemble the hoist from that carriage to diminish the weight of that. There are skylights that once again Todd said we could possibly make use of. I'm not sure if we want to go there and have the responsibility of getting them sealed up again. But then over here on the south side, there's these, I guess they're all hot water lines. I'm being told that they're going to stay, so I'm curious if the runway festoon might be better served to be on the north side instead of the south side here. The current building supply, which will all be changed because this is Class 1, Division 1, is down here, which would be the southeast corner. But I did talk with the site electrician here. I think maybe his last name was Weber or Webster. He said that that shouldn't be a problem to relocate that. But at the same time, on the drawings, there's what appears to be quite a bunch of conduits that'll be traveling along the north side. I couldn't quite make out what the elevation of those was, so we need to do some further snooping on that. And then I guess this cage would go away, being we would have festoon for our runway. The concern I've got is where we're going to stack this thing back, or how we're going to do that. We probably need to let it pass underneath the bridge crane, and hopefully that's enough length. And I'll have to look to see what the overall length is of the crane and truck. And I'll get dimensions on the runway length, span, elevation, and then I'm just going to make note of what the I guess I'll try to get what these beams are, the concrete roof beams, and then these roof leaders. They do run uphill a little bit from the north to the south, being they drain from the south to the north. And then they go down, they gather and go down this, which would be back to the northeast corner.